Hello, everyone. So last time we talked about the cosmological argument for God's existence. Today I'm going to go through another one of the classic arguments for the existence of God, and this is the argument from design. The argument from design is an argument by analogy. So arguments by analogy generally take two distinct things or theories or ideas or something like that, we'll call them A and B, and say A must necessarily have these features. Since B is analogous to, or similar to, or like to A, then if A has these features, then B must have these features as well. The classic case for the argument from design is the analogy of the watch and the watchmaker, which was made famous in the 1800s by the theologian and philosopher William Paley. So Paley argues that if you were walking along a beach one day, surrounded by no buildings, nothing, just a natural, pristine setting, and you saw a watch sitting on the sand, you would look at that watch and you would recognize that this is a very complicated object, that it has a bunch of very small, very intricate pieces, all of which would have to work together in exactly the proper way in order for this watch to function. If you saw that, you would believe that that watch must have been made by something that had a design in mind. That watch couldn't just be the random process of things happening to come together and forming such an intricate tool that is so perfectly designed to accomplish such a specific task. So by analogy, the world in which we live in is analogous to the watch. The world in which we live in is an incredibly intricate world designed with all kinds of tiny moving parts, all of which seem to be perfectly designed for creating a world in which we can live. So the idea is, if you were to see a watch on the sand and say, this is so precise, this is aimed at some end, it must be created by something that had a design, when you look at the world, you would say the same thing. The world in which we live in is so intricate and complex and so perfectly designed to support life like ours. This world must also have been created by something or someone that had a design, that had a purpose, and had an end. Now, what would that thing, that designer be that would create our world with an end to ensure that we as human beings and other living things can survive on it? That thing, that designer, that creator would be God, according to Paley and those who make the argument from design. So, just like the watch would have to be designed by someone, the world in which we live in would have to be designed by something as well. And that is, in essence, the argument from